Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Will Basinger, President of the Board of Directors here at the Old Courthouse Theatre. Normally, I would be addressing you from this stage in person here in our auditorium, but not much is normal nowadays. So our very creative and talented volunteers have put together this little online 10-minute play festival. I'd like to especially thank Andy Rassler and her team for putting this festival together. And a special thank you to Rod Oden at the Lee Street Theatre in Salisbury. Our doors are closed for the moment, and schedules are up in the air, but the bills don't stop coming. We've had to postpone our big spring production of Mamma Mia, which would normally be filling our coffers right about now, and carry us through to the summer when we start selling our season tickets for our 45th season. Instead, we're cutting back on expenses as much as we can and running on reserves, which, believe me, won't last long. Even at bare bones, with no payroll, our monthly expenses can run upwards of $5,000, and that's in insurance and utilities and other obligations. There's a lot of need in our community, a lot of people who are just hanging on. If you are able, I encourage you to help your neighbors. That's what we're trying to do with this festival, bringing a little fun into your life. If we all do a little, we can accomplish much. Now, that's not to say that I would turn away a $1,000 donation, or $5,000, or $10,000 even. But whatever you can do, any little bit that you can do, will help us move forward into our 45th season. Enjoy the show, however you're watching, and then go to our website, octconcord.com. Click on the donate button there to help us out. Or if you're on Facebook, you can message us on Facebook, Old Courthouse Theatre, and donate there. Thank you for your support of community theater, and God bless us, everyone.
Funeral home. An open casket is present, along with all the expected funeral setting accessories. The deceased lies in state in the casket, a portly 50-ish male who looks, well, dead. Scene opens with Bobby and Candy preparing to enter the funeral parlor.
Oh, Bobby, don't make me go in there with ya. Please, please, baby.
We've been over this. I need you to distract the bodyguard so I can talk to the widow lady and stoop around a little.
But funeral homes make me so nervous. They just give me the creeps. All those dead bodies.
This ain't no different than any other funeral home, babe. There's dead people in there. Get used to it.
All those poor people, dressed to the nines with nowhere to go. Hey, how's about if I just stand at the door and make funny faces and wave at the bouncer, huh? That would distract him.
I just want you to distract the guy, Candy. Now I make him call the guys in white coats to come after you with a straitjacket. See, the dead guy, was a well-known gambling bookie named Beefy LaChow. As a cop who walks this beat, I know what goes on in these here streets after dark. Everybody knows Beefy. Crooked as my grandmother's front teeth. God rest her soul. Beefy's got his name on account of his penchant for hamburger steaks. With all his loot, he could have dined on filet mignon every night, but he loved his hamburger steak. ordered it everywhere he went. Beefy had lots of enemies, and I'm one of them. See, Beefy stole my gal. Thelma and me, we had a good thing way back, till Beefy came along. A rat. So what better revenge, huh? Beefy's gone, time for me to step in and ignite an old flame. I'll not only enjoy his lovely widow, but his loot, too.
He starts to return to the scene, but turns back.
Oh, and Candy here? Gals like her a dime a dozen. She don't know my real plan, but when she served her purpose, I'll send a packet. Now, try to act like you've been somewhere. Let's go in.
They enter the viewing area.
Bobby O'Reilly, as I live and breathe.
Wilson steps up beside Thelma.
Hello, Thelma.
It's been a long time, Bobby.
Yes, it has. I'm sorry to hear about Beefy. My condolences.
Thank you, Bobby. It's been difficult, especially knowing the way it all happened.
Yeah, real shame.
What I can't understand is why. Why would anyone want my Beefy dead?
Maybe because everybody hated his guts.
Bobby, do you know Wilson, my bodyguard?
Yes, I believe I do.
He offers a handshake, which Wilson ignores.
Well, Thelma, Wilson, this here's Candy, my gal.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Sorry it's 'cause your husband kicked the bucket, though.
Candy touches Wilson's biceps.
Oh boy, ain't you the sugar lump?
Give us a minute now, would you?
Candy and Wilson move away and engage in quiet conversation.
I'm rather surprised you make an appearance here, Bobby. I mean, considering your relationship with Beefy, you wouldn't walk across the street to say hello when he was alive.
Thelma,
He takes her hands in his.
Thelma, have you forgotten? Because I haven't. One reason I never married. I mean, I couldn't. Not after you, baby.
I knew Bobby would come. It wasn't that long ago that we shared something special. Something most never find. Passion. Pure and simple. I know it might not look like it, but the man is a tiger. An unstoppable machine in the boudoir, if you know what I'm talking about. But he's a street cop. A poor street cop. And a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. When Beefy came along, I knew I'd be set for life. Now I got to play it cool. See? I let Bobby come after me, and I'll have everything I've always wanted. Beefy's money in my bank account, and Bobby's body in my bed. But Bobby can't know that I'm the one that pulled the cork on Beefy. Yeah, I poisoned his hamburger steak, and no one even suspected. They say it's a man's world? Ha! Not if you're a real keen gal who knows how to play her cards right. I haven't forgotten, Bobby. A love, a passion like we share doesn't come along but once in a lifetime. I know that now.
I know this might not be the best time to say this, Thelma, but I ain't stopped loving you.
Bobby leans in close so that she is arching slightly backwards against the casket.
Bobby? Bobby, baby?
As Wilson and Candy take notice, Bobby and Thelma become aware of the attention and they pull apart from each other. Wilson takes a step toward them.
Everything okay, Mrs. Beefy?
Yes, Wilson. Everything's fine.
You're the beefy one, sugar. Flex your arm muscles like that again.
I love you too, Bobby. But we gotta be careful. Watch our backs, you know? I have all Beefy's money. More than we could ever need. It's in a safe place. And I want to share it with you, Bobby. How do you feel about a warmer climate?
You mean like hell?
No. Mexico's what I had in mind.
I'd follow you anywhere, Hot Lips.
Okay, here's the plan. The coppers, they've been sniffing around, see? Looking for clues. But I got the money in a safe place. It's all in $100 bills, tucked in his vest pocket. At the funeral, I'll make like the grieving widow, wail and lay my head on Beefy's chest. You cover me from behind while I snatch the loot. Then, as soon as the service is over, we're out of here.
You had this all planned out. How did you know I'd show up or that I'd agree?
I know you, Bobby O'Reilly. I know you because I love you, you big sexy lug. Always have, always will.
Wilson and Candy step forward. Candy pulls a gun.
Put your hands up, both of ya.
What? What?
Candy, baby, what's gotten into you? Be careful with that thing.
Oh, back off, Bobby, or I'll blow a hole right through ya. Crooked cops. They can be so stupid, but not me. Name's Louise Helms. Detective Louise Helms, FBI. Wilson here's my partner, but me, I'm the brains. I've been trying to crack this case for the last 12 months, studying the crooked life of Beefy LaChow. I was just ready to move in on his operation when Beefy turns up dead, face down in his hamburger steak. Well, I guess he got what he had coming to him. Now I get the pleasure of arresting the bunch of them.
Candy, I don't understand.
Of course you don't, Bobby, because you're just a stupid copper. But you're going to the slammer just like Thelma here.
You can't prove anything on me. Wilson, do something. Stop her.
The gig is up, Thelma. And I'm not Wilson. They can call me Harry Stone, special agent. And that pendant I gave you? It's a wire. We've been watching you for a long time. Yeah, I got enough evidence on you to put you away for the rest of your life. Unless a jury decides to fry you on the electric chair.
What? Why? You bastard!
Candy, baby, whoever you are, can't we talk about this?
Yeah, let's talk, Bobby. Let's talk about all those times you treated me like a bimbo, like some dumb floozy. Yeah, and let's talk about all the under-the-table deals, the kickbacks, the bribes, the protection money.
Yeah, enough, Louise.
He takes the gun from her and continues to hold it on Bobby and Thelma.
All right. Get the evidence.
Candy opens the casket and removes the stuffed envelope from the body, then steps back beside her partner.
All right, now turn around and put your hands on the casket. Both of you now. All right, no tricks. I blow your heads off. The plane tickets in there, baby.
Oh, they're here, baby.
All right, tie them up.
Candy ties Thelma and Bobby's hands together and to the casket.
Yeah, we're cops, but never said we were good cops. This is an opportunity for me and Louise. We just couldn't pass it up. Yeah, we're not just partners at work, if you know what I mean. So we're blowing this whole stinkhole of a city to live in the lap of luxury in San Juan A. It's gonna be great. Yeah, come on, baby, let's go.
They exit as Thelma and Bobby, with their hands tied together, stare dumbfounded at each other from across the body of Beefy LaChow. Beefy slowly begins to stir and move about in the casket as Thelma and Bobby freak out, though they remain tied together with their bound hands stretched over the casket.
Shut up, the both of you.
As Beefy struggles to a sitting position, he points a gun he has hidden at his side and addresses them. Bobby and Thelma clutch their chests and slump, lifeless, across the casket. Beefy climbs out of the casket, checks each body briefly for a pulse, and steps forward.
Yeah, I faked my own death. Pretty clever, huh? And she never even suspected the lying, cheating tramp. She thought I didn't know that what she was up to. And Bobby, well, I've been watching my back ever since I stole his gal. But I outsmarted them all. I cleaned out my bank accounts before anyone could get to it. Put it in a safe place. The bills they took, counterfeit all of it. Yeah. I was gonna off both of them, but I guess the shock of seeing me come to life did them in. I hadn't counted on the other two crooked cops, but what the hell? Now, finally I can go straight. It's what I wanted to do for so long, but you just can't when your job is being a mobster. You know, when you have a reputation like mine, people just don't take you seriously when you want to start walking the straight and narrow. I'm gonna be legit, an asset to society, and make my mother proud for the first time. I'm gonna use my fortune to start fresh in my grandfather's company, in a new city, even use my real name, Philip Morris. That way, nobody will suspect that it's Beefy back from the dead. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure we make tobacco the right way, the healthy way, so families everywhere will enjoy a good smoke and not have to worry about how it's made. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I'm Justin Dudley. I played Bobby O'Reilly.
I'm Melissa Steele, and I played Thelma.
Cheryl Opel, and I played Candy Louise.
Brian Rassler, and I played Wilson and Harry Stone.
And I'm Jim Esposito, and I played Beefy LaChow.